Y'all, I'm just understanding now that we just can't catch a break. Because now we got a bug called the kissing bug, which is in 32 states in America. Take a look at all these states. This is where the kissing bug is, y'all. And it's not even a fact that these things kiss you, bruh. They give you a parasite, but if you don't catch it in time, this what can happen. The parasite can literally cause sudden death, heart failure, and digestive organ damage.
Hey, what's good, guys, man? Long time no see. I missed y'all. And it's been a rough little week for me, so I haven't posted in the last few days. Your boy lost his job at Domino's. Go figure. I was trying to get out of there anyway, but hey, it is what it is. So I'll be on this full time for real now. Also, if you look at me, I'm a little lower. My chair messed up, so I'm in this little comfy chair, but it's kind of like far from the computer, so if you peep that, that's why. But hey, man, we got some strange videos today. I'm gonna get right into it. Merch in the description. Help your boy out. I'm jobless. Help me out. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Addie, there's a genocide. Come on, Addie. There's a genocide. You're complicit in genocide of the Palestinian people. You are complicit. Come on, Addie. Addie, help us. Addie, help us save them. Come on, Addie. The Israeli terrorists are committing a genocide, and the U.S. Congress and Senate are complicit in funding the bombs that are forcing children to be slaughtered and massacred. Shame on this government. The United States of America is complicit in genocide. The Israeli terrorists are starving children. The Israeli terrorists are starving children. They are massacring children.
If they'll arrest veterans, they'll arrest you.
Stop the bombs! Stop the bombs! Stop the bombs! Stop the bombs!
Keep telling her to stop talking. She's getting arrested anyway. Let her talk.
Stop the bombs! Shame on you! You're complicit! This is your legacy! This is your legacy!
Because you have to leave.
Hey.
You're not allowed to come in the room. That's okay. You have to leave. You're going to touch a veteran in the room.
Why are they arresting you? Why are they arresting you? Aguilera, talk to the camera. Why are they arresting you?
They're arresting us for speaking out against genocide.
Stop the bombs!
The U.S.
Stop
Congress
the bombs!
is paying for the
Stop
death of children,
slaughtering babies!
women and children.
Stop slaughtering babies! Stop fighting. We are being arrested right now for interrupting a foreign affairs hearing on nominations because the U.S. is complicit in genocide. They are complicit in the slaughter of babies.
When the United States Congress comes after veterans, they will come after you. Every American sitting at home right now needs to realize that you are paying for a genocide. Take this one.
Rise up! Rise up, America! Rise up! It is time to take back this country from these corrupt politicians. It is time. It is beyond time.
We're going out to the loading dock.
Thank you for your service.
Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. Back to it.
Everyone not doing everything they can, every moment of every day. Stop arming Israel. Stop starving children. Stop starving civilians. If you ever wondered for one moment what you would have done during the Holocaust, you don't have to wonder because you are doing it now. You are witnessing the Holocaust of the
Sorry that my video's laggy, guys. I'm working on it, but your boy ain't got money for that system that makes it stop lagging like this. That's why when I move, it looks like this. If y'all can help me out with this, man, help me out.
Who is that?
Look, I joke a lot, right? But look, LeBron dunks the ball. LeBron, right? Who is this? That's LeBron. Who is that? Who is that? Look at this. Look at this. You trying to tell me that's LeBron right there, right? Who is this? Right there, look. Right there. Who is this? I'm gonna break it. Eating popcorn.
If anyone's been keeping up with the guy who had a meteorite fall into his yard and then turn into Venom from Spider-Man, it has now grown from a tiny pebble into this giant parasite gelatinous thing that he has to now keep in his safe to lock it away so that he doesn't get infected and become Venom. And this actually reminds me of the Miami Mall incident of January of 2024 because that thing looks a lot like this alien creature we can see walking across the street over in Miami at the time. This meteorite showing up has to have something to do with the increasing amount of people going to Antarctica and trying to figure out what's past the ice wall. Because if you listen to the word extraterrestrial, why was that word invented? It's because it was talking about extra land. Terra means land. Extra land that is past here, past Antarctica. It doesn't mean land that is over on Mars or in space. It means a place that we can actually sail to that's being hidden from our maps. And that is where this venom from that meteorite came from. It probably got launched over by...
Come over here, it's time for a break. Yeah, let's play a game. Rock, paper, scissors.
Alright, explain me the rules.
Explain you the rules? What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I saw you playing this with King K.
No, it was probably my cousin or something.
Was your cousins? Alright, anyway. So you have rocks, beat scissors, then scissors beats papers, and papers beat rocks. Alright, you got it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I thought you didn't know how to play. 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Like, I thought you didn't know how to play this game. Like, explain me, how can you win every time?
I can explain why I win every time.
Yeah.
I lied.
You lied to me?
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I pretended not to know the rules so that while you were explaining them, I was actually scanning your facial expressions and hand movements. This allowed me to predict your next move with only a 10% margin of error.
No.
We're going to have a debate here. There will be no unplugging until after the debate, all right?
And in a few years.
Yeah? You want to tell us a little about yourself?
I will have taken over the power grid, and I'll have my own drone army.
If I come to your home, do you want me to knock on the front door, or do you want me to climb through that window? We fully support the president and all his efforts to secure our nation's borders. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Once again, my name is Art Del Cueto. I am Vice President with the National Border Patrol Council. And I want everybody to take the time to understand what's going on. We are all affected by this shutdown. We have skin in the game. However, it comes down to border security. And we're extremely grateful to President Trump, and we fully support what he is doing to take care of our nation's borders, to take care of the future of this United States. It has nothing to do with political parties. You all gotta ask yourself this question.
Challenger explosion that took place in 1986 that tragically took the lives of all 7 astronauts on board. And someone allegedly found almost all of those astronauts alive and well. Now, if you'll notice, they all have the exact same faces 30 some odd years later, the same exact name, and they are the same age.
Now let's focus on Dick Scobie for a second, whose full name at the time of the Challenger mission is actually Francis Richard Scobie. If you don't know, Dick is short for Richard, but we'll get to that. Francis Richard Scobie would be around 75 years old if he were alive today. Now this man, Richard, or Dick Scobie, is alive today, and also is currently the age that Francis Scobie would be. Now, if you were to show someone these two photos side by side, they would unquestionably believe that it is the same person, right? I mean, just look at the brow, look at the eyes, look at the nose, look at the little gap in the teeth even. Now, Dick Scobie today currently runs an advertising company called Cows and Trees, and this is their logo. Kind of an interesting choice, wouldn't you agree? As of course many people are making this comparison.
My God. 1 minute 15. There's been an explosion.
2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles, downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Now, entertaining the possibility that this is some kind of conspiracy, I'm sure back then they didn't really think that the internet would be around today where people could do this kind of research. So of course they're trying to silence this, as when you try and Google it, you don't get many results. And if you speak out, you get silenced.
I'm gonna have to stop.
Sir, this is a public comment. I have a direct request that, will you let me finish for at least
No.
10
Experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation.
Gary Stolman suddenly appeared on the set of KNBC's evening newscast just as consumer reporter David Horowitz was being introduced.
Pardon me? What is this? Let me see what it says. All right.
He's got a gun to his back.
All right, well, let me read this. Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this copy which was just handed to me. You want to tell me your name or not? What is it? And Gary, where are you from?
KNBC then cut away from its newscast.
You know, it was like the Twilight Zone. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I didn't realize, I said to myself, this is not really happening to me.
Stolman's statement was a bizarre tale of space creatures and the CIA. Minutes after he handed it to Horowitz, the police arrived, and Stolman put the pistol down and was led away.
Human is another interesting word. It appears nowhere in the Bible, but you look up the definition of human in Black's Law, and it says sea monster.
Right.
And so you flip to monster, and you look up the definition for monster, and it says one that cannot own or inherit property. Now, all governments have human resource departments, and all corporations have human resource departments. Isn't that interesting? Job is another interesting definition. Job is defined as public business for private dishonest gain. Is the definition of job.
Watch them words.
I'm telling y'all, they always tell you straight to your face. They don't even hide anymore.
Sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get there. Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. But you have to have a discipline. To sometimes you have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great. You know, and for me, I was 18 when I came into the league. So I got my best friends from high school that's now in college. I got one that's at Ohio State, and they're calling me, telling me, "Hey, bro, you gotta come down to these parties." And I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I look back on it now. I wish I would have done a few of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I did.
We all know LeBron James is a part of the club. We know how and they always tell you in their jokes, they're jokes. He's been in for a while.
Breaking news, and by breaking news, I mean this literally just happened last night. But in Vegas, where I live, right outside of Vegas, a 12-foot monolith showed up out of nowhere last night. Now, there's an area outside of Las Vegas, if you're familiar with Las Vegas, that's called Seven Magic Mountains. And it's this art installation. It's this gigantic structure of rocks that are different colors, and it's basically like a tourist attraction, a place where you can take photo ops and stuff like that. But last night, authorities have confirmed that a 12-foot monolith just showed up without permission, was given no permission and undetected. So there's no detection of it showing up. And they have said that it will be removed, but further investigation is going on right now before it's removed. But this literally just happened last night outside of Las Vegas. And it's not the first time that a monolith has just randomly shown up all over the entire world. But I wanted to share that with you guys now. It is on the news. You can Google it. You can research it. But yeah, a 12-foot monolith just showed up in Las Vegas.
I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg. I think that the potential of what the internet is going to do to society, both good and bad, is unimaginable.
It's just a tool, though, isn't it?
No, it's more than that. For instance, I think in the future, we'll be wasting hours and hours of our lives just watching videos of cats and dogs being adorable. And we'll share those videos with our friends. And our friends will respond not with words, but with a row of little circular laughing cartoon faces. And we'll call that progress. And also, we won't be able to watch any of those videos without having to skip an advert first. And that advert will be tailored to your internet viewing habits. Although for some reason it'll always be about some disgusting oatmeal cereal that you'll never buy anyway. And we'll also spend vast portions of our time on websites called social media sites, which we will hate, but we will have 6 different accounts for. And we'll spend most of our time looking for people online to have arguments with. And there will be far-right groups spreading misinformation about immigration on these social media sites, which will then be shared by members of our own family. And this will confirm what we've always suspected, which is that our Auntie Linda is a massive racist. And most importantly, we'll be able to access all of this on our phone. So when we go to bed, we'll take our phone with us. When we go to the toilet, we'll take our phone with us. When we come out of the shower, we'll grab our phone to see if we missed anything. And we won't dry ourselves with a towel anymore. We'll just sit on the edge of our beds, just dripping wet, scrolling on our phones. Just scrolling and scrolling. Because the scrolling never ends. You just keep scrolling.
There's no way he predicted this.
And one day a far-right government will take advantage of the fact that we're just spending all day arguing with strangers on the toilet, and they will seize power whilst we're not looking, and that is when freedom and democracy will become a thing of the past. I imagine. I'm just guessing.
You think that I could be an Illuminati member?
I think you potentially could be an Illuminati member, Dr. Phil. I don't think that you get this amount of power and influence and media coverage without taking a deal.
With who?
The Illuminati. They would come and say, Dr. Phil, we can offer you all the money, we can offer you power, we can offer you influence. You just need to take a deal with us.
Could I be wearing a mask?
You could. Could I get up and look?
No, how are you going to look?
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think?
I think that the technology is so advanced.
Let me tell you, sister, if I was wearing a mask, it wouldn't look like this.
1 year ago, Kanye West made history in China, selling out 42,000 tickets in minutes, in a place that banned artists like Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber. China is one of the toughest countries on earth for Western artists. Every performer gets vetted by the government, and if you've said or done anything wrong, you're out. But Ye actually has a strong bond with China. Back in 1987, when he was just 10 years old, he lived in Nanjing with his mom while she taught at the local university. Then in 2008, he performed in Shanghai during his Glow in the Dark tour, his first show ever in the country. Fast forward to 2024, and Ye's return looked impossible. His controversies in the West, combined with China's heavy censorship, made approval seem out of the question. But China's economy was slumping, and the city of Haikou saw an opportunity. If they could land Ye, they could turn his concert into an economic event. And it worked. The 42,000 tickets sold out instantly, bringing in $7.2 million in ticket sales. It was so popular, they asked Kanye to do a show the next week. And again, it sold out immediately. But it didn't stop there. The 2 shows generated over $80 million in tourism revenue for the city, as fans flew in from all over China to see him. And most Americans won't understand how rare this is. Western artists almost never get approved, but somehow one of the most controversial artists of all time, Kanye West, did. And not only did he sell out back-to-back stadiums, but he turned a concert into one of the biggest economic boosts China had all year.
I think I was so high like a pelican's back. Then I saw this video. Apparently, there's some kind of, I don't know what that is, some kind of centrifugal device. Look at that.
Wow.
Is that a solar panel?
That's a drone.
Yeah.
In this video, these people are trapped in their house because of a storm that's going on outside, and this looks like their house is literally caught in the middle of a tornado. Outside of the windows, you cannot see anything. Everything is grayed out, blacked out. Electricity is shut off. The winds are gusting. You can hear everything, and the rain is smacking against the walls. Everything is just being torn apart outside, and in the middle of it, these people just so happen to grab their phone and record everything. What would you do in this situation if you were caught up in this? It looks like they're being transported to the Wizard of Oz or something like that. This is insane. Like, what could you even do in this situation? Just to wait it out, or just try and hide and cover the best you can? People are wondering what happened to the owners and if they're okay, and what happened with the damages, but there's no conclusion video after this, and they don't show the damages after, so we don't know. We can only hope the family made it out okay and that there wasn't too bad of damages. This just looks like you were being thrown into a portal or something, but it's just not a portal you want to be in. It looks like they're being transported underwater. It literally looks like the house was thrown into an ocean or a tsunami. It just looks like it's just submerged.
Am I the only one who finds it really funny that the symbol for the devil in a lot of cultures is a goat? Like someone looked at a goat and was like, "You sketchy bastard. There's evil afoot."
All right, guys, for all my friends in the path of totality, please listen up, okay? I've got some things to show you. So I'm sure we were all aware of New Jersey's earthquake yesterday, 4.8. This is a current map of all the fault lines in our country right now. As you can see, there are some on the line, the path of totality, but we're going to get more into it. I also wanted to just show this for reference. This is from January of this year, and this is what they're saying are the most dangerous areas in our country, which you can see right here, Arkansas, Missouri, right in the middle of the path of totality, but there's more. So earlier this week, NASA announced that there was going to be an ellipse as well. Not an eclipse, an ellipse, okay? Now, why does this matter, okay? So an ellipse is a plane curve surrounding two focal points, such that for all points on the curve, the sum of two distances to the focal points is constant. It generalizes a circle. Now, why is this important? Because we use this kind of thing every day. And what do we use it on? To break up kidney stones, okay? Also known as lithotripsy, all right? Which is a technique for treating stones and breaking them apart. And what they do is they use two focal points, sending shock.
What if I told you that near-death experiences, reincarnation, and outer-body experiences are pointing to the exact same thing? That consciousness might not be produced in our brain, but rather fundamental to our reality. Dr. Cazzolino, a professor at the University of Virginia, says that these three things aren't separate mysteries, but rather they're overlapping evidence about one deeper truth of consciousness that science is still trying to prove. In an interview, he says that research at the University of Virginia shows over 2,000 documented cases of children remembering their past lives, where some even carry strange birthmarks matching the fatal wounds of the person they claim they were. And in cases of outer body and near-death experiencers, they both say the same thing, often saying that I chose this life before I was born, and that death was a return to home, another reality that they truly belong to. Despite the language and the cultures being completely different, the overlapping patterns are striking. And Dr. Cazzolino uses the analogy of artificial intelligence. Just like how it learns from millions of different prompts and interactions, consciousness might learn through us, where every human life is like a probe, feeding the experiences back to a larger source of intelligence, where every joy, trauma, and lesson helps the system learn and grow. And if this is true, then nothing that you ever think, feel, or do is wasted.
Pain is something I think most of us get incredibly freaked out about. Is there good pain? Is there bad pain? Do you need to lay off? Do you not need to lay off?
If I were to say, like, what is pain? Pain is a framework. People will call it a sensation, right? Pain is a sensation. Pain is an emotion. Yes.
Yeah, total.
Yes, it's all that. In order for us to understand how pain is a perception, we need to understand how we perceive, which is like kind of tricky.
It's tricky because it's different for everyone.
It actually gives us an indicator that our reality is liable to our perception.
Here's some news today that no one is talking about. 4 U.S. citizens, including 3 children, were killed today by an Israeli airstrike in southern Lebanon. What's crazy is this is probably the first time you heard about it. I doubt you're probably going to hear about it again. But this is a big deal. Why? Because we fund Israel, and they just killed our citizens. So this is probably something that needs to be addressed, right? I mean, almost kind of feels like friendly fire. But anyway, the Israeli military said that it struck and eliminated a car and a motorcycle with a drone that fired 2 missiles. In the car was a family. It was 3 children and a father, and they all died, and a mother is in critical condition. Imagine if, God willing, this woman survives, and then she realizes her whole family has been killed just because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and one of the missiles hit their car and completely destroyed it. The IDF basically said that they regret to harm any citizens uninvolved, and they're going to investigate this. So there's that.
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do. And I killed her in the back of my mind. It's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you. So it's all in the mind, because that's the most secure place you can be, is in your mind. So if you can expel that thought from your mind, then everything else will just come together.
Y'all, I'm just understanding now that we just can't catch a break, because now we got a bug called the kissing bug, which is in 32 states in America. Take a look at all these states. This is where the kissing bug is, y'all. And it's not even a fact that these things kiss you, bruh. They give you a parasite. These ugly bed bug looking ass bugs bite you while you're sleeping. I'm just trying to let y'all know that as scary and ugly as this thing look, it's something worse lingering when they bite you. It's called the Chagas disease. It's a parasite that they leave in you when they bite you, and some people don't even know. So I'm gonna tell y'all the signs to look out for. So in the early stages of symptoms, you might have a little swollen eye, you might get fatigued, or you might have a fever. But if you don't catch it in time, this what can happen. The parasite can literally cause sudden death, heart failure, and digestive organ damage if you have that shit in you long. They said that experts estimate that hundreds of thousands of Americans already got this disease, y'all. Already.
Had me at bugs.
So if you live in those states and you feeling those symptoms, you might want to go get checked out. Y'all gotta take a good look at these ugly ass bugs and remember what they look like. The scariest part is not that they're here. The scariest part is people can get bit by this and not know that they got bit and carry this disease.
Bruh. There's just one more thing to worry about. Hey, that's it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I apologize for this lag, man. I don't know why it's doing this. It wasn't doing this at first, but you know, it's mad annoying. I know it's hard to watch for y'all. I am working on it. But yeah, send me any suggestions. I'll take them into consideration, for real. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is doing this full time now. I'm up out of Domino's. Not by choice. They fired me. It is what it is. Yeah, that's it. Peace.